Hey YouTube family, Happy New Year to y'all. Hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I know I haven't been posting as often, but I am going to be more diligent about doing that this year. Getting more videos out for everybody and whatnot. Today's video, I kind of want to talk about the carnivore diet and being able to afford going on the carnivore diet. I know a lot of people are on a budget. I know myself, I'm on a really tight budget, but I found a few hacks that have helped me, and I'd like to go over those with you because I think they might help you as well if you're wanting to try the carnivore diet. First, I would like to say that I do buy my grass-fed, grass-finished meat through butcherbox, and yes, it is expensive, and no, it does not last the entire month. My son and I are both on the carnivore diet. I thoroughly enjoy this particular lifestyle. I love meat. I love eating meat. I prefer it over anything else. And so it was a pretty easy transition for me to go from the standard American diet over to carnivore. My son is having a little more trouble than that. He's struggling with it, but he tries. Anyway, butcherbox, if you want the grass-fed, grass-finished, they are a great company. They have really good meat. It's all grass-finished, grass-fed, grass-finished. Their beef, they have chicken as well that is, I believe, cage-free chicken. It's in a pasture raised, that's what I'm trying to say. They have pasture raised chickens. The same with pork, and what's the other one? Fish. They have wild caught fish. Their salmon is really, really good. But because it's two of us, and with us eating until we're full, we tend to go through that meat a lot quicker. It only lasts us 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more than that, but it doesn't last an entire month. And I cannot afford to double that for an entire month. So I started looking for other ways to still eat the carnivore diet without it costing me an arm and a leg, essentially. So I do shop at Walmart. I also shop at Costco. If you go to Costco, you can buy meat in bulk. You can buy eggs in bulk. And I think you can buy fish in bulk as well. Not 100% sure on that. I know the beef, you can for sure buy in bulk. If you buy like the big cuts of the pork is also in bulk. The pork shoulders or the beef shoulders, and tell the butcher not to cut them. You can take them home and just cut them yourself. It saves you time, it saves money, and it'll probably last you a lot longer. At Walmart, if you go to Walmart, I buy the big 10-pound, I believe it's 10-pound chub of hamburger, the biggest one they have, and that will last my son and I an entire month. You can also buy the ham steaks. Those are really good, and you can even do hot dogs and bologna. Yes, they are processed foods, but what most people don't realize is that the things that they use to make the hot dogs and the bologna is actually really good for you, because it's made from animal parts, and those animal parts essentially have good things in them for you. But even buying the hot dogs and the bologna, you still need to check the ingredients, make sure you're watching the carbs, and make sure you're watching the sugars. Walmart does have, what's it called? They have hot dogs that are, I think they're beef, what am I trying to say? Grass-fed? I'm sorry, I'm tired today. But there's also other things, like if you're, eggs. Eggs is a great food item to buy when you're on the carnivore diet. It has lots of vitamins, lots of proteins. And there's, you can scramble them, you can fry them, you can poach them, you can hard boil them, you can make deviled eggs. Eggs are a really good source of protein and whatnot for the carnivore diet. I eat a lot of eggs. And it's funny because I never used to be able to eat eggs before. So I grew up being able to eat eggs, but then it started like messing with my stomach and I could no longer eat them because every time I tried to, it would give me horrible stomach pains. And so I had to stop eating eggs. I could still eat hard-boiled eggs, but I couldn't eat any other kind of egg. And then when I started the carnivore diet, I tried eating just one egg to start. I had a fried egg, and surprisingly, I was actually able to eat it with no issues at all in my gut, which made me really happy because I love eggs. There are also carnivore approved snack items you can get, like if you're a snacker, especially in the beginning, when you're transitioning from a standard diet over to carnivore, you still want to be able to snack. So there are beef sticks. Chomps is a really good one. That's a grass-fed, grass-finished beef stick. It's really good. They have several flavors. They have it in beef, turkey, and jalapeno flavored, which that one is my favorite. I love the jalapeno flavored one. There's also pork rinds. Pork rinds have 0 sugar, 0 carbs in them. Pork rinds are also good for using to make a crust, like if you want to have a fried chicken. A lot of people use pork rinds, just crush it up and mix it with egg, and then smush your chicken in it, and then throw it in the oven or on the stove, or if you have an air fryer, put it in the air fryer. It comes out really good. In fact, that's going to be one of my next purchases, is an air fryer. I would really like to have one so that I can try. I've never had air fried food ever, but it looks really good and it sounds really good. The hamburger that I get at Walmart, the big chubs, they are like right around 25 to 30 bucks. So if you can't afford that one, you can always get the smaller chubs. But you also want to make sure you get the fattiest kind. So like I get the 70-30. But you don't have to get that one. You can get the 80-20. That one is fine too. You just don't want to get the lean. I like the 70-30 personally because it's got the most amount of fat in it, which is what your body needs. You need that fat. Butter. I use Kerrygold butter. It's really good. It's not super expensive. It only comes in, at least at Walmart, it's 2 sticks per box. I've heard that if I go over to Costco, I believe, then they have 4 packs, like 4 sticks in a box. Aside from eggs, bacon is also a really good meat to buy. It's got a lot of fat in it, and the bacon grease that you get from cooking the bacon, you can reuse to cook other foods in, like your eggs. You can cook in bacon grease. Even your meats you can cook in bacon grease. It gives it a really good flavor. Bacon can also be used for a great snack. You know, if you cook up like a whole bunch of bacon and put it into like baggies, take it with you wherever you're going, so you have something to snack on. Something else that is also really good, I can't say really good, but is acceptable on the carnivore diet anyway, is some dairy products. Again, you still need to check the ingredients, check the carbs, check the sugars, the sour cream that I buy. So I use sour cream. I do use cream cheese, but I buy the organic cream cheese. And those both have, well, the sour cream has 1 gram of sugar and 1 gram of carbs. I don't remember on the organic cream cheese, I don't remember what the numbers are for that one, if there are any numbers. And cheese. Cheese is also acceptable. You just have to remember, again, to check the ingredients and make sure you buy only the ones that say cheese on them, like the block cheese, like the cheddar cheese, Monterey Jack. You don't want to buy the shredded, and you don't want to buy like the Kraft American sliced cheese, because that's not real cheese. It's processed. Same with the Velveeta cheese is processed, not real cheese. And the nacho cheese that comes in those big cans, same thing. It's a processed cheese. It's not real cheese. But things like the cheddar cheese, the Monterey Jack, the Colby, you know, all the cheeses that come in the blocks can be used on the carnivore diet. For me, even when I was on the standard American diet, I had come to the realization that I could only eat a very limited amount of cheese because it would cause severe constipation for my body, and I didn't like that, so I had eventually stopped eating cheese altogether. And then when I started the carnivore diet, I decided to, well, not for the first 3 months. For the first 3 months, I went without sour cream, without cream cheese, without any kind of cheese at all, and just stuck to the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And then just recently, I decided to try the sour cream. It doesn't bother my gut. The cream cheese doesn't bother my gut. And surprisingly, I could actually eat the regular cheese, the block cheese. But in the process of trying to figure out how much I can eat or how little I should eat, I'm still finding that I can only have maybe 1 or 2 slices of the block cheese per week because it still gives me constipation. So I have to be really careful with the cheese. But other than that, that is my list of affordable, budget-friendly foods that you can buy on the carnivore diet. And let me tell you, I'm on an extreme budget because I just lost another roommate. So now my budget is even tighter. So I have to pay a whole lot more attention now to what I buy as far as carnivore foods are concerned. I won't ever stray away from the carnivore diet because I absolutely love it. Especially bacon. That's my favorite meat of all time. At least my favorite breakfast food. Also, I will leave a couple of links in the descriptions down below for the ButcherBox And for the chomps, you can get the chomps at Walmart, but like at my Walmart, there's very, very few. So I'll leave a link in the description for Amazon, because Amazon does sell the chomps, and you can, I think there's a wider variety, maybe better selection anyway. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Leave a comment. I will respond to whatever questions or comments you send. If you would like to subscribe, please feel free to do that. It really does help the algorithm send my videos out to other people. I would greatly appreciate that. In the meantime, I will see you all in the next video.